A little bit of housekeeping from your squirrel wrangler before losing my battle to keep Squirrel Girl and Dark Squirrel on topic. First, we love all of you, and I want to thank all of you for listening. If you love the dulcet tones of the Squirrel Tops and our irreverent banter, tell a friend. They can find us anywhere you can find podcasts. Another great help would be rating and reviewing us on iTunes or Apple Podcasts. Somehow that helps other people find us. And finally, if you want to help us keep this going and getting better, check out our Patreon at www.patreon.com/thesquirreltangent. Everyone who becomes a monthly donor gets a shout out in an episode. And at just $5 a month, you get access to bonus material. So in the fray I go. Wish me luck as I try to rein in the squirrels.
Aloha, this is your mean squirrel, here with a quick disclaimer. This podcast contains explicit content and parental discretion is advised. So no bitching if you fucking get offended by anything. Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's all the way down here, and look at how nice that's coming through on the microphone without clipping or anything. See? I can make it clip. Yep, there. See? I'm making it clip.
No, that's me, dickhead.
Oh.
The Squirrel Tangent Podcast
Well, hey.
turns 10 today.
You realize I hit the record button, so we're
Yeah,
just
I
recording
know.
this fucking podcast.
Episode 10, goddammit.
Oh, man, that's just fucked up.
We made it further than George Lucas. Fuck you.
Now
I'm
we
actually
can
gonna-
continue. Now we can continue our song. If I had girls in a bottle.
Oh, God.
But that would be mean if we had squirrels in a bottle. If
Well,
I had some
yeah, how are they
nuts,
gonna breathe? That,
Yeah.
nuts in a
How
bottle.
That's this
I would
society
go
that-
outside and share them with you.
that is cancel culture. If we put squirrels in a food processor, they might cancel us.
Then that would be Joel, what's his face? Joel, that website, Joel.
Cartoon?
Yeah, where the frog in the blender.
Oh.
It really wasn't Joe.com.
Why are you sitting so close to the
Wanna
freaking?
put my tender frog in a
well, yeah,
blender.
because-
Watch it spin around to a beautiful oblivion.
Why is your
God.
microphone almost in
So,
your ear?
so, ladies and gentlemen,
Why is your microphone over
because
there?
that way it's not underneath this getting knocked around. I have it near my face so it can be heard. I have a beard.
You talk out of your ear.
I have a beard. I have to make adjustments for beard because
Yeah.
beard is all powerful.
Yeah.
But, see now, what they're actually referring to, folks,
I can grow a
is,
muff beard that ain't powerful.
well, that'd be kind of scary. I mean, if you could like braid it and have Tarzan swinging from your muff, that would be kind of.
Hell no, I put beads.
And wait,
Then you'd be clacking all over the place, and that'd just be weird.
what episode number are we recording? I thought we were recording 10 right now. That's why.
Yeah.
We are.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's 10 and 11. What the
Well,
fuck is it?
because we'll be recording 11 later.
Ah, okay. So
I prepare ahead of time.
Got it. Yeah, I can't.
And when,
I can't
okay,
imagine
so
doing
now,
that for your creative exercise.
There-
But I mean, it's an approach that might work.
They're actually referring to some bonus content that they did that is available to our $5 patrons on patreon.com/thesquirreltangent.
Okay.
So far right now, we've actually only got two, and that's Josh and Leo. And we love you guys. We love all of our listeners, but Josh and Leo, you rock.
And you we're gonna shout
And why are you
every...
making hand motions? They can't see us.
They can't see. We
The thumbs up was implied. The double thumbs up. It's not even just a thumb up.
give them verbal affirmations.
Verbal affirmations with invisible hand signals.
We love you. You're great. You are You light up the world with your presence.
You light up my life. Okay. So
Your
Your
squirrely
Patreon.
I
is the
am going to
music of
disturb.
my heart.
Oh!
This is a dog with a human ass. So
What the fuck?
this is a
And made garter with his fur.
Is this
What, that fool,
did they shave a
I
dog?
can't even speak. What
Is that what a dog would look like if
is
they were
that?
shaved?
Is that the dog's furry ass?
Yes.
Should we actually be fucking dogs? Because
No, that has to be. No,
it's not a good ass,
You
but
can
it's
see the tail there.
Yeah.
that's Photoshop because that's some dude
That's probably
tucking
some,
his nuts.
that's probably some dog
No,
post
no,
operation.
no,
Operation?
no. That's not dog skin.
She's in denial.
it's. I've never
That's
seen dog
because
skin.
you want to fuck a dog.
I really don't. I just knew I'd get this kind of a reaction by showing you that picture.
Cruella fucking over
Look,
here.
that's a regular butthole right there. You're just.
Just a regular butthole.
That's like
That's your generic butthole. That's a butthole. What the fuck is that?
the Dollar General
That's
butt.
her butthole right there.
Oh,
They
God.
took like the bottom part of a person and photoshopped the
in
top
between.
part of the dog because look at the color of the fucking skin.
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't match. It's incohesive. It doesn't.
Listen to her breaking down a photo.
Yeah.
Because it's fucking disturbing.
Where do you
And
find
because,
this stuff?
Because he's sick. He's a sicko.
Are you gonna be on some sort of like? Do I need to pay attention
We
to your
already
email
had
chain?
to. We already had to be careful about the. Did that one come out about the?
Cannibalism, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
we
actually.
already had to worry about cannibalism,
Well,
and now we've got you.
I feel like we cleaned that
now
up
we've
nicely.
got you doing
Well,
like the fucking human centipede
Yeah,
shit.
Okay.
and there's Dateline in our future. That what did you
Because
think of
I
Greg?
knew- because-
Greg was a great guy when I knew him, but I mean I don't know what happened
But
after.
he liked to cut things in
Yeah.
half,
Dun-dun-dun.
and
then the
you know,
reenactment. The reenactment is going to show him like the
You
chef
know,
and
because-
fucking the Muppets.
So,
with a
you know,
knife.
technically, if he's putting his dick in the human half, the front is only an animal, so it's not bestiality.
That's actually a good argument, though.
You
For
sick
you?
I'm just
for
legally.
you, since you're
Legally.
gonna have to save money to bill your
Legally.
fucking ass
Legal.
out.
I'm not thinking of me personally. Just legally.
And see now,
And then
folks.
to shave and
But
to
not
make it
shave
look
that
like
line.
It's supposed to be a garter.
If that's because if that was a surgery, you would at least shave that line. I would think, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
That is a dude because you can see the pulling of the tuck hard enough to where the butthole is stretched. And look at it. There's the happy trail down to the
I
crack
hope
of the
everybody's
ass.
enjoying this visceral description of a fucked up picture.
And,
You're the one that showed it. This is your fault.
and looking at the face, see, dogs are stupid. And if you look at the face of that dog, he actually looks like he's been through some trauma. So that has to be real trauma for the dog to notice that there's some shit. I don't.
And okay, so that you guys actually know, the timeline around right now is the last episode that was released is actually on Black Friday, even though today is only the 14th of November.
Yeah.
According to when people are hearing
The
this.
actual
I'm
calendar.
silent because I'm disturbed by the picture.
I will remove the picture from the screen.
And put another disturbing picture.
Well,
Oh,
no,
boy.
no, no,
Or
because
just another.
after this we got
Look,
only-
look,
only-
zoom in on that shit. Look. It even has like a mini hemorrhoid on his bunghole.
To quote Al Pacino, you got a great ass. You got your head all the way up in it.
Oh God! And ladies and
You
gentlemen,
were gonna-
we're not even 10 minutes into the episode.
Why
and
are we
I-
still on it? You said you were gonna change
Yeah.
it. You just took away the dog's head and left us with the fucking nut tucking butthole.
You don't just have a random screensaver of the solar system or something that we can fucking watch for 3 minutes and not be mentally disturbed.
I actually do.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
not solar
Is
system.
it the solar system? Okay, I like this. It's like fucking barnacles in the fucking
it's
ocean.
not barnacles,
What the
it's
fuck is it?
fractals.
Fractals. I mean, I'm speaking off the cuff, okay?
If you're talking about the kind Nemo
Bar-
that was hanging out in, that's an
That was my first instinct. It's a fractal.
anemone.
Okay,
a sea
there
anemone.
we go. I think your fucking pronunciation don't lie.
Are you criticizing my
Only in response.
my pigeon?
Only in response.
My pigeon
You fucker.
English
I can't.
that rises up? No, I said something super honky today though.
Did you?
Last
Did
night.
you?
Yesterday,
Yes, you
I
did.
did. I said you need to check the porch to see if the Amazon guy left the box, and I went, "Oh my god!" I said porch, and I didn't say lanai.
Yeah.
I'm a honky.
Yeah. No. If you started getting pigeon, then I would recoil in fright. I would. The last thing I would do is instigate.
Well, yeah, because once the pigeon starts,
I know
coming out,
better than that.
That's when.
I know better than that.
That's your cue.
Yeah.
That's your cue to run in fear because
Yeah.
we know that our ass is about to get handed to
Because
us.
all women are crazy in their own ways, and the
Right.
It's not even
the
my
white
crazy.
the white girl crazy, I should say. If you were going white girl, that wouldn't frighten me as much. If I heard the pigeon crazy, then I would
half
recoil.
white.
Yeah, but
but
that's
I'm
But
referring
then I
to
also have the crazy.
There's white girl
half
crazy
Asian.
that
and,
means you get
and,
to dabble in both.
and Hawaiian brown girl crazy.
Yeah, and if you started getting
I'm
brown
not
girl,
brown.
But
but you can garnish that energy,
you have the ability to bring out
the energy.
the Hawaiian Islander
Yeah.
angry.
Yep.
The oh shit, I should cower in
What I
corner
was
now.
doing. See, he braided his beard so that it wouldn't affect his mic, and then we have no rubber bands, so I'm like trying to keep it together with a freaking tie clip.
See that's a good example. If you
And
say,
that's like a local girl kind of thing. When we can't find anything to stick our hair up, we'll find a pencil.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
if you
Pencil,
said-
pen, chopstick,
Pencil,
whatever.
pen, chopstick. If you're at the bar, you can use a straw.
Yeah, the 3-second bun.
if you said, "Hey Greg, fix your beard there," then we'd be like, "Okay." If you're like, "Hey Greg," and then we would immediately recoil.
Yeah. There is when the pigeon comes out, that's when the fear happens.
Yes.
And we're not talking pigeon as in the bird. Yeah, it would just be. when I get mad, it just goes.
It's like, watch the fractals again. I like the fractals.
That is a cool screensaver. That's on the
It
new
is kind
iMac.
it's creepy in its own little way.
Oh, and here's another discovery in my journey through premenopause or menopause. Itchy nipples.
That's a thing.
Yes, I had to look it up last night.
What's the cause?
Because I'm losing my lubiness.
Wow.
So now I have dry, crusty nipples.
Dried. So the nipples are dusty too.
Dusty nipples. I have
Wow.
wow.
It's all falling apart.
What
Ashy nipples?
is that in the Bible? The fucking salt mines? I'm just gonna turn into a
Was
fucking.
that Jericho?
No, that's walls. No, that's a group. Walls of Jericho.
None of the walls came tumbling down in Jericho. That's where they marched
It's
around the city.
it's when you weren't supposed to turn around
Brandy
and you would
fought
turn
the Battle
into
of Jericho.
and you would turn into a pillar of salt.
Yeah, and I just can't remember the what city.
You
it
got,
was.
when did you stick another fucking earring in your ear?
Shake
I
it like
have
a
it.
salt shaker. Shake it like a salt shaker.
It's been in there for like.
Yeah, what am I
like
gonna do? Go to
3
restaurants? Oh, you need salt here.
She did the titty jiggle for us.
I can't give you any pepper, but I can give you.
If
I
you
don't
can
know.
give us pepper, I'm really worried.
Ah, push it.
That would be
Push it
nasty.
real good.
Oh.
If I want to get dust
But-
on the homie's face, it's none of your business.
Wow.
That was when they really went off the rails. I thought that was their jump the shark moment, but
Yeah.
If it gets into your eye and you start to cry, it's none of my business.
Oh. So actually, this week,
When you have
give
to
you an
bob
idea
and
of what-
weave.
exactly when
Hey,
this
Tommy,
was
please.
released,
before you ask sneeze.
or exactly when this was recorded, it was recorded the day after Disney Plus came out.
What a
Here he
surely that's work in your
this
calendar.
is what happens
Surely that's a holiday for you guys.
when you sit down. He
Because-
and I still keep on going, and you're like, "La, la, 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 la."
Yeah.
You're like fucking Walter Cronkite.
yeah.
Well, I gotta try to get
Or like super crusty Larry
Well,
King.
see,
He just kind of
yeah.
sits there with this look on his face, like, y'all smoking crack.
See, but then you interrupt like it was Walter Cronkite or fucking. It's not like the president.
And then
just-
I give you
it's not
a
like
new
John F.
direction to go
Kennedy is
squirrel
dead.
on.
If John F. Kennedy dies, by all means, interrupt me in the middle of a song. But if you just have some random fucking segue, it's not like you have to get in the middle of it right then.
Sure I do.
See that's where we're.
I'm an ass.
Fucking Dan Rather up in
Did
here.
you try to cut the sides of your hair yourself?
No. My hair, when it gets a little bit longer, it does the curl.
You're
and go,
you're getting these little whippy-do curls.
that
and-
happens
Whippy-doo
But
every
then
time
the
my hair
back,
goes
then
out.
the back of your head looks like fucking Lord Fauntleroy.
Whoopie doo curls.
Oh,
Like it
wow.
looks like what the fuck? Who's that dude? They're not monks, but they got the shaved yarmulke looking thing in the middle, and they just have like this
Friars?
bowl. Yeah.
Like Friar Tuck.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and the
They
back
are
looks like
actually
Friar Tuck.
monks.
Are they?
Friar is a station, I believe.
Alms
Monk
for
is
the
the general term
poor.
for all of them, and then a friar is like a rank almost.
He's a friar. He works at
He-
McDonald's.
No, he works at Popeyes.
He works at the dude. No, the Popeyes on Vegas and Las Vegas Boulevard and oh shit.
Did somebody get shot there too?
No, they put a bulletproof glass. You know, like the chip cashing places where
Yeah.
you have to talk through the little
Damn.
metal thing. That's what they put up at that Popeyes.
Damn.
It's the one
Wow.
on Las Vegas. Yeah. They should. I should have fucking took a picture or
Yes.
saved it, but I meant to tell you when you came home last
You can
night.
look it up for the next episode, and we can talk about that
and
one.
they put
Yeah.
up. They said the first Popeyes in history to have bulletproof glass.
Here, see. I scoped the joint out.
And I'm
We're gonna get our
not
chicken sandwich
surprised.
one way or another.
I mean, like I said, that fucking. Will you get rid of
Back
that
to this picture.
fucking
Back- what the fuck?
Oh.
So this is another disturbing picture, but in its own little way. We get
Oh.
Joe Pesci on the left, some bootleg Joe Pesci motherfucker.
Not.
And this is on Fremont, folks. So this isn't only in Vegas. thing.
a little Danny DeVito going on. More Danny DeVito.
And a super old crusty,
crusty
Elvis.
And then the right side of this picture, there's a guy rubbing his nipple. He looks like every 70-year-old dude you've ever seen in your life, I guess.
Except he's wearing a banana hammock.
He's
Banana?
wearing a red banana hammock.
Again,
with,
where are you finding? What are
with-
you looking up for these pictures? Like, do we need to
with-
worry about you in a
with-
government watch list?
with red feather angel wings.
Okay.
I work hard to make sure you guys
Work
have
hard
something
for the
to
money.
discuss.
And then this person on the far right, looks like Perez Hilton.
Perez Hilton is not fat anymore.
Not fat anymore.
No.
I have to take your word for it.
No, he's like really skinny now.
Well, this looks like old Perez Hilton.
No, this look.
Mixed with...
Even got the little bunny ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, with I guess a green tuft of hair or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
that green thing is.
And a bra.
And he looks like he has bigger titties than I do.
And the pink bikini top with the pink and black stripe.
Horizontal stripe.
Yeah, horizontal stripe. So, I mean, it does nothing for flattery.
Yeah.
And he looks like about 24 months pregnant.
Right? Oh, don't forget the Madonna glove.
Oh, and the neon blue fishnet Madonna fingerless glove.
Mm-hmm. Like straight off the cover of freaking... oh, God. What was that?
Actually, the
like
guy on the left doesn't look like like Joe Pesci. It looks like somebody shrank Stan Lee and made him fat,
shaved him. And then I'm trying to look at the person right above Stanley, who's like kind of looking
over his shoulder, like, what the fuck is that?
I can't tell. It's blurry. It's kind of like the Zapruder film in that way. We'll never know. Was he checking?
But then look, there's another.
Looks almost like Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
No, but then look at far left. There's another.
No, that's just a big
shirtless.
person. No, that's a shirt.
That's not a shirt. That's another shirt.
No, that's a shirt, but it's a large shirt.
It's like one of those flesh-colored shirts that you shouldn't be wearing.
See, I guess he is a little judgmental over Kurt Cobain.
And I didn't even see this. The
He has a carrot.
What?
Is that? It looks like
that's a bow and arrow.
Bow and arrow with the heart thing. So he's playing Cupid.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, don't zoom in.
No, zoom out.
Out.
Zoom out.
Out. Look, his titties are bigger than mine.
Oh, God.
Go close to his face, though, because I want to know if
what is that? Wait.
Is that like
below the titty? What is that?
It's a scar.
Is it what?
That is his hair. I thought maybe he had some kind of clip-in, but that's a green tuft of hair.
At that fucking look.
It's shaved except for that little green tuft.
Look at that look on that old
Dude, tell me
face.
that dude doesn't have like complete stalker vibe. Like
that's not stalker.
That's child molester.
Child sexual predator.
Where is his van? Jesus Christ.
Where's Elvis's teeth?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this dude, he's well known on the strip. Actually, I've seen him a bunch of times.
Is he?
Yeah, he's well known on the strip. He goes down by Planet Hollywood and down to Fremont. That's his two big hangouts.
We can't go on together.
And I'm like, I want to look at
fat ass.
But from a distance, this guy. Now I look closer.
Well, old Kurt Cobain.
He's like an old, like
Kurt Cobain is alive.
Yeah,
and
like what he would look like now.
And then you see the dude directly behind him is taking a picture.
Right.
The dude to the left is taking a picture of something completely unrelated, which makes you wonder what we're seeing.
Actually, I can tell you exactly where this is too, because this is right.
It's
there
right by the
Hard Attack Grill. Yeah.
Slotzilla.
Yeah. But that.
In fact, that's the halfway one. That's not the full.
That's the halfway one.
It's a halfway house.
Okay, yeah, because there's Denny's right there.
There's Denny's.
But
this is a grand slam for sure.
Right.
Oh my God.
We have managed to disturb people
ourselves.
Sorely.
Only after you disturb yourself can you transfer that.
Yeah, and the thing is when I look,
only one that can disturb themselves.
Begun.
Shall you be able?
And if you want to hear the two of them talk. Actually check out the bonus material that's on our Patreon.
If you can answer our question, what is the name of Yoda's species?
Yep.
Did they ever say what the name of Yoda's species was?
I don't know that they ever have. However...
But you know what was funny is that Greg and I were just talking the night before of whose origin stories we wanted to that we wish that they would
Brandy,
expand upon.
I'm going to pose this question to Josh.
Oh no, not the pit. Oh.
Do you think Chewbacca has a human dick or one of those red rocket things that dogs get? George Lucas won't respond to my email. For one, George Lucas would completely respond to this email. He has thought this through, so I know you didn't
probably
actually email
knows
him.
the actual answer.
Well, so Chewbacca
So what do you
has
think?
a dick. I think Chewbacca has a human dick because he's definitely fucked human women. I don't
How
know
do
if
you
you've
know
seen.
if he's boned a human woman?
Have you seen The Force Awakens?
Is that how he awakens the Force?
Yes. That's
How he awakens his horse.
Yeah. So when he's getting patched
What
up at
does
the end,
his old face look
Had-
like?
when the nurse at the end of The Force Awakens, when she's patching him up, she's like, "Wow, you've been in a lot of big battles, have you?" And you can tell that she's gotten
She talks
the
like
C.
Yoda.
It's every voice. I have like 3 accents, and they all go.
They all sound like a
Like,
Yoda.
Gotten Chewbacca, or have you? Yeah, she's like been in a lot of battles, and you can tell that she's had the C. So, the C, D.
She's
I don't know what
got
to
the
call it.
Chewy D.
She's gotten the Chewy D. In my opinion,
Would you get the Chewy D?
or she wants it enough, and I don't think she's like a bestiality type. So it must just be standard. Like they have human dicks, human enough dicks.
You've heard it
Or
from the
would
Dark Squirrel.
it would be uncircumcised, obviously.
Well, likely.
So it would look like an elephant nose hairy Chewbacca dick.
Now, the
But
question
he's-
is, does the hair continue all the way up the dick?
And then when you're hanging,
And what, does she squirt out her balls afterward?
and look, Han would have gotten to the point. Han will get you laid whether you want to or not. Like Han will pull him aside. And be like,
Han
"Look."
is that kind of dude.
Yeah, he's like, look, Chewie. All you gotta do, just shave this thing. Just shave it. You'll be getting him like crazy, cause you just get laid accidentally. Cause Han's breaking hearts.
But then
And
he has enough fur to cover it, or what? He's wearing bibbities.
well, like it would be uncircumcised, so you would sort of have the red rocket action without it being a red rocket. It would
Yeah.
be like you pull the foreskin with all the hair on it.
Yeah.
And out would pop, the actual dick part. And if you keep going a little bit further, you might get a little carpet burn, but
Cause he's got human limbs. Like, what kind of dicks do monkeys have? It's probably similar to that.
They have red rockets.
They got red rocket. See that? It's really it's probably a middle. It's probably a mixture.
I can't.
It's probably
I
a
can't.
mixture.
I am at a loss for words.
Where is George Lucas when we need it? Because I know he knows.
and something that's actually been on our Facebook page for a while,
Was Chewbacca's dick or?
Well, no, not Chewbacca's dick. We might have to put that on there.
What did the fan fiction say? I don't even know. I'm sure there are some.
I'm absolutely positive there's some adult-oriented ones where people have been boned
Fucking
by Chewie.
Chewbacca. Yeah.
But
Yeah. 100%.
Brady has been staring at this picture for days.
Okay, what the fuck is going on with that meme with this cat and this
His
woman?
name is Smudge.
That's more info than I have already. Where the fuck did this come from?
I can't think of a good name for this duck.
Quack, quack.
No, somebody already put that.
I wasn't suggesting that as a name.
And
Quackers.
this duck was actually out front of the Mirage, and I happened to pull up, and I stopped the bus. I was a little bit ahead of time, so I just stood there. And there was this duck that let me get close enough to take this really great picture that you can see on our Facebook page, the Squirrel Tangent on Facebook.
And he posed.
And he posed. He even turned his head a little bit to the side so I can get his good side. But I posed the question of what should we name him?
And Edward Trickett, Sir Quack-a-Lot.
That so far is the
kinda
best
like that.
name, but
My
Brady's been,
anaconda
staring
don't
at-
want none unless you got crumbs, hun. That's our second time in a row. Referencing Sir Mix-a-Lot. Anyway.
Do you know that bread and crackers and all of that is actually not recommended to be
I believe
fed?
it. We shouldn't even be eating that shit.
Because it like expands in their stomach and it's bad. Kind of like now with weddings where they don't like
They don't
to
use
throw
rice
rice
because the rice
because-
absorbs the Yeah.
What should they be eating? What do they eat in general?
They like grapes and
Great.
And grain,
Grain.
you can actually feed them
Like,
grain.
Just pure grain.
like bird seed or like the little pellets they have
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah, because it's not because of the cell membranes or whatever on the bird seed, it takes longer to break down, so it doesn't expand as fast. And even though basically it's the same shit that's in bread, flour and grains, but that's been ground down so that water hits it and it goes and just swells up like nothing.
And then rice, because you need the water for it to expand to eat. When these little sparrows eat them, it expands and their stomach blows up.
Yeah, and I could just imagine, walking around outside and
No, they don't like
There's a heart on your car window.
No. Their tiny little stomachs explode, but they don't like.
No,
you're taking my fun now.
Yeah, I kind of want to watch this movie now, where they all just explode over you and
It just explodes and little bird parts fall down out of the sky.
Now, that would be a good Bird Box movie. That I would be in. Like, take your eyes out. Don't take off the blindfold, or they'll explode.
And Brady's over next to me, just like shaking her head in sorrow.
Yeah, she should, but
That's because we're just sick, wrong, and disgusting.
sometimes.
I want to name him a good name.
to name him.
I've been thinking about it for days.
Yeah,
Well, because where we used to live, ducks would come every winter and hang out in our pool, and
So
and they were couples. But I think Wilma, she had to have passed away because the male was coming every day
by himself, yeah.
by himself, and he was like quacking super loud.
There was
like
Fred, Barney, Wilma, and Betty.
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 No, we had Pebbles and Bam Bam.
But
Pebbles and Bam. That was the
And-
babies. But
Yeah, they had babies. But yeah, first was Fred and Wilma, and then we had Betty and Barney,
Yep.
and then they had babies.
Yeah,
So
somebody
then
had
we
babies, so it was Pebbles and Bam Bam.
But then we noticed one couple came back, and then one came by himself, and we're like, oh no. And then Fred and Wilma were known for being the first ones and
Right.
consistently coming back.
yeah, and then you just saw dinosaur bones
And
on the side of the
no.
road, and you knew, fuck.
But I was sad. I was like, because he was like literally.
He was mourning
calling.
because little known fact, ducks mate for life.
For ducks are monogamous?
Ducks are
Yeah.
monogamous.
Oh,
They
they're
mate for
fucking
life.
dumb.
It works for them.
Yeah, they're. How long do they
Penguins
live?
do the same.
How long do they live?
And
though?
so do lobsters.
Well,
Lobsters?
see,
Yeah.
penguins don't have a lot of available species. Like, penguins are up in Alaska. Like, who are you fucking in Alaska? It's not like there's a penguin that's like, oh, I'm going down
Penguins
to.
are not only in Alaska.
I'm just saying-
they're worldwide. There's penguins in the
I'm just
tropics.
saying, like, your specific penguin isn't going on vacation to Miami and then coming back.
But penguins also have gay sex.
There's also homosexual penguins.
Penguins have gay sex.
Yes, they do.
So do dolphins and dogs.
I knew that.
And dolphins are actually known
What-
to be one of the only other species on the planet that have sex for joy.
What's the life? So they're not Puritans. That makes them even better than us. What? How long do ducks live?
I don't know, I'd have to look.
Depends.
Depends on the species and location.
Where they live, how they
Yeah.
live.
Because birds, as a general rule, actually live for a pretty long
Like, yeah.
time. 40, 50 plus.
Yeah.
Turtles, though, make one of the best family pets.
Tortoises.
Yeah.
Because tortoises are often left to the family members in wills because they live that long.
Yep.
There's there's a law in Vegas for the desert turtles that if you find any on your property wherever you move to,
It's your
especially
responsibility to
in
care
the
for 'em.
newer suburbs,
Yeah.
you are not allowed to move that tortoise because that is their territory and they were there
and you're
before
responsible
you,
for their care.
and you become responsible for their care.
Yeah. Well, like in Hawaii, it's actually technically illegal to touch the sea turtles.
Yeah. Even if they come swimming by you, you just have to stand there.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to reach out.
Reach out and touch someone. Yeah, no, that's an old
Reach out and touch me. Because I've actually seen...
Reach out and touch Faith. Come on now. Know your Depeche.
Reach out and touch
Squirrel. Anyway.
Reach out and touch me. I'm not going to reach out and touch you.
That was... It wasn't directed at you. It was directed...
But you want to touch him.
We're right out close to each other. It's all possible.
See, because now that you're smaller, you guys have more room.
Yeah.
We're actually back on the blue couch this week.
Yeah.
This is not blue.
It's gray.
It's
kind of gray. You know, it's gray.
It's a gray blue.
It's gray. On the label, it said gray. Because the other one that was blue was like blue. Was like a muted color blue.
I almost thought you were going to say meated color.
What's
a meated color?
And
yeah,
I've actually
a meaty blue. A meaty blue. Because I want to sit down on an Avadic couch. I want to feel the Avalove.
Feel that.
The Avalove. Wow.
Can you feel the Avalove tonight?
That's legal. It's all in the Disney World.
On Pandora.
With the most unoriginal name for a mineral. Unobtainium. So original.
And the bad part is, that movie was visually spectacular.
Yes, I actually do agree.
There's a critter on the ceiling.
The story was absolutely horrible.
It's gonna get me.
Everything about that movie is fucking horrible.
Except for the fact that it is visually...
No! Stand up! Stand up, Gregory.
It was visually beautiful. That's about the only thing that wasn't horrible about that movie.
Don't shush it on that. Great, thanks. I shushed it on the floor. You almost flicked it in Josh's fucking drink. Or
yeah, he's still looking to make sure.
I flipped
Wild
it.
turkey, I won't notice the difference. It's part of the fermentation process.
Right.
I really like your screensaver.
Huh?
I like your screensaver.
That's poison ivy.
I know, I like it.
My phone? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, did you just have a moment?
I'm like, what screensaver are you talking about? I've got the computer up there.
It reminds me, when I came here this evening, Brady was judging us.
And why are you talking like Kirk? Captain Kirk.
It happens. I want to get my thoughts.
Captain James.
I want to get my thoughts.
Tiberius Kirk.
I want to get my thoughts all set up
and
before I make them.
Fucking nerdy.
Remember we were trying to...
I know.
Yeah, I know.
His middle name
Tiberius.
is Tiberius.
Where did that come from anyway, to it? I think there was some dumbass explanation in the movies.
I don't know, because not many people know that it's Tiberius. They just know it's Captain James.
You also know the full name of Snuffleupagus.
Do you? I don't know that, to be honest.
You don't know what his first name is?
No.
His name is Mr. Aloysius Snuffleupagus.
Aloysius? No wonder he's so fucking...
And I know Professor Honeydew's first name.
Who the fuck is Professor Honeydew?
From the Muppets with Beaker.
I don't remember all this shit.
His name is Professor Bunsen Honeydew.
Oh, see, I do remember this now.
Yeah. Anyway, this week in Crazy Floridians.
And the frog from Warner Brothers, his name is Michigan J. Frog. I don't know what the J stands for, but his name is Michigan J. Frog.
That was actually printed on his box.
You were looking at
it was sent to your door.
Box? You were looking at a frog
on the box that was dug up in the construction site when they found him. Hello, my darling. Hello, my darling.
It didn't have his name.
Yeah.
It did not have his name. Nobody knew his name.
That's the email chain that he's on that's going to get him sunk. It's going to ruin this podcast.
Anyway, this week
trying to fuck
Floridians.
He's trying to change the subject on us.
Yeah.
But you are outnumbered.
This is his second identity.
Although, this is a good article.
Okay, we're being quiet now, Captain
You
Boring.
got this week on Crazy Floridians. We have this is the article headline: Florida woman arrested after carrying tree into gas station.
What the fuck?
That's not a fucking tree.
No,
it's a
that's
fucking
like a
branch.
I'm her lawyer.
She's a Branch Davidian.
So the woman was actually arrested and charged with resisting an officer without violence and larceny and theft of a fire extinguisher. What she
What's up?
Yeah, so she
What?
goes,
She was gonna plan to light that branch on fire and then put it out. Maybe she was homeless and she was cold.
Yeah.
She was gonna burn the branch so she could have some warmth, and then she was thinking ahead as to not burn the area down, and then she was gonna use the fire extinguisher. She had a
so
plan.
she's at a gas station. She walks in there with
He's ignoring my theory.
It's really difficult to do so too, folks. But
I do declare.
so she walks
This
in
woman-
with like half a
She
tree
merely wanted to celebrate
and a metal
the
rod.
birth of Christ.
Because if you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be?
Would you turn away eucalyptus?
Would you whittle on my wood?
Ladies and
Here-
gentlemen, you do see
Court-
how difficult it is to be the Squirrel Wrangler, where I try to get any kind of semblance of a subject going here. And,
This is Bonita Springs Court.
and yeah.
Huh?
It's Bonita Springs. It's addressing the
okay.
Bonita Springs Court.
Yeah. He actually looked at something on the screen.
Yeah, I looked at some of the screen.
I have to look at it good because
But
it
yeah,
looks
so
like
she got-
Bonita Springs flow.
What ended up happening though, she walked in there, demanded that they call the cops on her. They didn't call the cops on her. She walked outside, started stomping around, turned on the emergency shutoff for the gas tanks.
Oh shit.
And grabbed a fire, walked back in, demanded they call again. When they didn't, she grabbed a fire extinguisher, walked outside, and started spraying it all over the place.
So she got the cops calling her on purpose?
Yes.
Because she's probably cold and wanted to be somewhere warm.
There's
In
no
Florida.
easier way to get
Florida,
arrested.
It's not cold yet.
Yeah.
I was gonna say in Florida.
Well, is there some sort of fetish porn going on? She's like, I want to be warm.
I mean, I don't know when this article was published. I mean, it could.
What's the weather in Bonita Springs nowadays?
October 23rd, 2019. So this is fairly recent.
75 or some shit.
Yeah, in Florida, in pretty much anywhere in Florida, it's still in the 70s. I mean, hell, we're still in the 70s here right now.
Yeah.
But, dude, again, I have to pose the question. What do they put in the water in Florida?
It's not in the water. It's not in the water at this point.
Why is it not in the water? What is it in then?
It's gotta be in some... What the fuck are you taking to do this?
It's too many people. That has to be water.
You think it's water?
Or it's like
they poison
something
the water
in the
supply?
air. It could be airborne.
I don't know. I'm and the pure evidence of it is the fact that week after week of recording, I am able to come up with at least 2 to 3 new articles about really weird people in Florida.
And
look at who wants to set up permanent residency in Florida.
well, we probably should get on the ground floor.
I'm not going to Florida. No way, Jose.
We could sell water and tell them it's Kool-Aid. They'd believe us there.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like Jamestown. It'd be Greggstown. I kind of want to read the rest of this.
Oh my god.
Then she took a soda and told the employee he could call the police since she stole a drink. Jesus Christ.
Either that or she has a health issue.
Yeah.
That our great healthcare system.
Right.
She stole the emergency. What the fuck?
She wanted to get
She wanted
arrested.
He wanted to get arrested. But the thing is, like...
Unless somebody was coming after, we don't know what the situation... Or she was just tripping balls.
And can you actually get called for resisting an officer if you called them?
And beyond that...
And obviously, there has to be more to this story. They must know her if they were refusing.
I have another issue with this, though.
We don't want to get her anymore.
How do you resist somebody without violence? I mean, it's not...
No!
No, and because that ranks right up there with the ones where the cop grabs you and says stop resisting after they put your hands behind your back while their hands are on you, and if your hands aren't already behind your back, they say stop resisting.
Couldn't tell you.
I that's always confused me too, because I mean I watch these things. They're like stop resisting, put your hands behind your back, stop resisting, when the person is obviously trying to put their hands behind their back.
She's like, maybe she was running after them. They were resisting her. Take me! Take me!
For me now!
I like it!
Bitch, go away.
Then, they didn't specifically say she resisted arrest.
Yeah. And then is stealing a fire.
They were resisting.
Yeah, they were resisting
to arrest her.
Oh God, that would be.
And then, if stealing a fire extinguisher is grand theft, I feel like that's like mediocre theft.
Actually, because that's a safety issue. That is a big safety. That's like that would be like going into the bathroom on an airplane and removing the fire smoke detector in there. That's a federal crime. That's a felony.
Anything you do on an airplane is a felony. Is a federal felony.
Pretty much.
No, not pretty much. Everything you do on an airplane is a federal felony.
What about getting on the Mile High Club?
Federal felony.
You can't bone on a plane?
You can't bone on a plane.
You can't take snake. You can't try and convince them I was just trying to recreate snakes on a plane.
I'm tired of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.
I was trying to hide my snake.
Oh,
no, I forget where it was, but there was a snake actually on the plane. Did you see that one?
Yeah, I just saw that article too. Although, hey Josh, I don't know if you knew about this, but on the movie Snakes in a Plane, they actually had a snake button on the microwave.
Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yep, when he grabs the snake, the flight attendant that they all think is gay. He grabs the snake and throws it in the microwave and presses the snake button. Look, it says snake. And nobody caught it. I didn't. He told me, he goes, look at the buttons. I'm like, it's his freaking snake.
Yep. Yeah, and that's the idiotic details that I notice, because, well, I'm just weird. But...
And it was you and Mom that saw it, and I didn't see it. One of my mom's favorite movies was Eight-Legged Freaks.
That's a great movie.
It is a great movie.
She would laugh her ass off at that movie all the time, and I'm like, what the hell are you watching? The Talking Spiders movie. And I'm like, they talk? They're like, yeah, they say, oh shit.
Did they show this twice? There were two scenes in the microwave?
Ah! No, just one.
No. Apparently they did show it twice, because if you see that there's two different times up there. There's the 2 minute 10 seconds and the 4 minute 27. So I'm thinking there was a movie screw up though, because, or maybe there was two scenes where they did something on the microwave and they.
Oh.
And I only noticed it in the one scene.
So kiss me goodbye.
But No, and I can't tell you how many times I've seen this movie. I mean, this is one of those movies where when it's on, it's like Jessica's Body. When it's on, we just leave it on.
So you're on that Jessica's Body train.
Through
you mean Jennifer's Body?
Yes.
Jennifer's Body.
Jennifer's
Jessica.
It's a J name.
Which both
Through the trees.
both of those shitty movies had great soundtracks, by the way.
They did.
So we had to go back to that, but
I will find you. And at one point, that was another ringtone that you forgot you had for me.
Yeah.
You put fucking Through the Trees as my damn ringtone.
Yes, I did. It was right after that movie came out, and I put that as my ringtone for Brandy because it was just hilarious. Because she had that song stuck in her head for like, God, a solid month. You know?
And every time I see it.
Yeah.
In retrospect, was Megan Fox
Bonable?
terrible? No, Bonable was without debate. But was she? Where should we rank her in history? Probably, like, should she have had more of a career, or did she kind of end right when she should have?
Actually, the reason why she wasn't on any more of the after the second Transformers, and she did, yeah. And she was asking for more money than she deserved. She thought just because she was hot and was showing cleavage that she should get more money. But I'm sorry, but you've got to start showing nipple crack and some coochie to get more money or be a better actress.
She's right up there with Molly Ringwald had the same issue.
Molly Ringworm.
Yeah, she had the same issue. Where she stopped getting movies and stuff, not because she wasn't in her prime and good at her job, but because she started being demanding and just being a total raving bitch to everybody around her. I mean, I've met her in person, and she's a total raving bitch. Like, she's the complete... Do you even know who you're talking to? Like, yeah, bitch, I grew up in the 80s.
Yeah.
Where you had your heyday. And
they're done, and she wasn't.
Your time is done.
Where did you run into her?
I used to work for Tower Records.
Jesus fucking Christ!
That's a blast from the past.
Well, that's a blast from the past. See, that I feel like we could do a whole show on that.
I mean, it only happened a couple times where celebrity came in there. Like, I was actually on the phone for like an hour with one person discussing music and movies and things like that. And at the end of it, I'm like, okay, and how's your name printed on your credit card? And the answer was Whoopi Goldberg.
Because that's how Whoopi would be. Whoopi would just be Whoopi, and
right, and it throws you for a complete loop.
Yeah,
though, because the whole time you're talking to this normal
that's
person.
Hilarious.
And you
but
don't.
They're a normal
they are a normal person. But you don't know who you're talking to, and
yeah.
having it just kind of like flopped out there for you is kind of like...
Which makes it even better, because if you had known who she was, you wouldn't have talked to her the way you talked to her.
Actually, I would have. But it made me pause because I wasn't expecting the answer.
Yeah.
Because like...
Didn't you have like John Travolta come through a drive-thru?
Yes, I did.
Did he try to suck your dick?
No. He was filming Phenomenon at the time.
Good.
And that was filmed up in Auburn, California, and he was filming that. And I was working at Carl's Jr. in Roseville, California, and he came through my drive-thru, and it was late night, so he just sat in the drive-thru and talked with us for like half an hour, and he just shot the shit with us. He was cool as fuck.
Yeah, he seems like he would be.
He's a real down-to-earth cool guy. He's a little crazy on the religious front, but he's cool as fuck.
See, the rumor
But he's still not as crazy as Tom Cruise.
No.
Nobody's as crazy as Tom Cruise. But there is a rumor that he tried to...
Well, you know,
make friends.
You know, usually we try to steer clear of religion and politics. But you do know that with Scientology that they don't believe in homosexuality, so they arrange marriages. So he could be, but you know,
I really don't know much about Scientology beyond
dude,
I just know that they cray-cray in the or considered cray-cray.
It's
We
an
could do an
odd...
entire bonus episode where Brandy and
I have a very... it's not a curiosity fetish, but it's just...
She wants to fuck Tom Cruise.
No, in general, kind of deep fascination with how people get sucked into these unconventional, odd cult-like religions.
Yeah.
Like, what's going through your head? Like, how insecure are you, or how broken down are you, or how weak-minded are you, or what was the core appeal to you that made you think
somebody branding you was okay?
Yeah. Let's say, how does Allison Mack end up in that
like
fucking
with
cult?
Nexium, exactly.
Yeah. But
I mean, she was on a hit show, and many, she had fans and male fans, and to be that sexually insecure, to have to join a sexual recruiting cult.
And of all the people in Smallville, I thought she was the hottest.
She's definitely the hottest.
I would have done dirty things to her. But
not would have. I would now.
Have you seen her? She's in jail. She's having dirty
I'll
sex
visit her in jail. I'll get her brand. We'll talk. But no.
What are you going to do? Smash it up against the glass?
All he needs is a glory hole.
All I need in this life is sin. No, I think they're all wrestling. They're all wrestling with the same questions that we are. But if you're Tom Cruise, you're like, of course you.
What'd you do? You yanked something. You yanked something with your leg. The cord with the leg.
Yeah, because it popped up into my foot, and really, I think a lot of it is that they're approached by the people that recruit for these cults at a time when they are at their lowest or most insecure.
Yes.
So they're looking for that confirmation, and the person gives them the right confirmation at the right time in the right way.
Not even at their lowest, at their highest.
Right.
If you get Tom Cruise at his highest, it's like, hey, you've had all this success. And he's like, why do I have all this success? It's like, it's because you are part of some fucking ridiculous nonsense and blah, 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 blah.
But it's when people are looking for explanation and somebody gives them that explanation that they need to hear.
Yeah.
And it may not even be right, because oftentimes the things that you need to hear are not the right thing, or at least what you believe you need to hear is not the right thing. What you need to hear is the truth always, but what you believe you need to hear, is frequently completely the wrong thing. It's like, when you have that friend that tells you the brutal truth and it pisses you off, and you get pissed at them, and they end up not being friends for a while. But a real friend is the one that's going to tell you that truth, and is going to tell you that truth that hurts.
Yeah.
The truth hurts sometimes. And when somebody sugarcoats it or tells you the lie that feels good, that's where you go to, because the truth hurts.
Oh, like when somebody got pissed off at me when I told the person that she looked like a sausage in the dress, and she wasn't quite ready to wear this dress yet.
Exactly.
Got pissed off at me.
Oh yeah. And
I was just being truthful. I'm like, dude.
It's like, I'm your friend.
I mean, and this person was going, doing Zumba, losing weight and just
doing really good.
Wasn't ready for that dress yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Was trying to get ahead of herself.
Could you have thought of another term besides sausage?
No, because
that's what it looked like
had
an overstuffed sausage.
It had ties in the back, and so
Yeah, no, it took any role that this person had and accentuated it.
Okay,
it made it look like a pack of hot dogs in the back.
You should have told Jimmy Dean to fuck off then.
Eventually, it happened.
And see, now that's the thing is that
now this is how this person is. When I've posted a meme about it. This person turned around, made it my fault, made it where I was the shiesty, shady ass friend, and she was the victim.
Yeah.
When it was the complete opposite. He went and saved this person's ass.
Oh yeah.
While it was raining and her car broke down. Went to
4 o'clock in the morning. She couldn't drive because she was too drunk.
Schofield, when she was going to Schofield. The other one was calls me 4 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm. And
luckily he was home because I don't drive stick. We drive all the way to Waikiki from Aiea to go pick her drunk ass up.
Yeah.
But I'm the bad person.
Yeah.
And people would talk shit about me.
And it wasn't even a hesitation.
And come to find out, I wasn't being defended. It was, she's contributing to it.
Yeah.
Right. And it's frequently a matter of, because we don't even hesitate when we do things like that.
Like if somebody needs help, I'm gonna help you.
We're there. If there's any possible way we can help, we're there. In today's case, it would be, give me an hour, I got to get an Uber.
Yeah.
But, it just goes without question. So when somebody does accuse us of being underhanded, sneaky, and things like that, it really hurts because...
Yeah.
It's like, you would rather I lie to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
now, this person...
You look great in this, and blah, 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 blah.
This person... amongst other people that also came to my mother's funeral, were all talking shit about me behind my fucking back. Yet had the audacity to show up at my mother's fucking funeral. And I don't talk to any of them now.
Yeah, no. As we've gotten
because
older,
they've all eventually... showed their ass.
Yeah. As we've gotten older, our circle of friends has gotten smaller and smaller and smaller and just become, the quality few. Amongst them is our wonderful dark squirrel here, Josh. But,
we just fist pumped.
We love you to
screen. Death. I mean, off audio. I don't know what the fuck.
Off mic.
Off mic. Brain.
Off mic.
Visual
off
interpretation.
Mic.
Yes, we are not on screen.
We're not on screen.
Count the fact that we're looking at a screen. And no, because then Brandy would have to do her makeup and...
I mean, like, even my long-term friends, I had a falling out a few years ago with a long-time friend.
Yeah.
But that had a lot to do with person not wanting to hear the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually, I think that's a common reason for relationships to end.
Yeah.
And a lot of mine, because you rather I lied to you?
No.
Well, I don't lie necessarily.
I mean, he's like, well, maybe you should have said it more tactfully. I said being more tactful sometimes is still lying.
Yeah, it's making it worse.
Yeah. It's just sugarcoating the truth.
Yeah.
I break the truth as gently as possible sometimes. Sometimes it just has to be out there.
I'd rather somebody just fucking tell me.
And you should have a line with your friends where it's like, you are allowed to they're allowed to criticize you. And you're allowed to accept or deny, but you should at least listen to them because you know that they're coming from a place where if they're saying it,
I think I take constructive criticism pretty well.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some where I'm like,
there's sometimes
where I make that who farted face, like, what?
There's sometimes where you get a little
because in my head I'm like, well, how are you qualified to tell me?
Yeah.
Like, if someone I know is my equal or better, then I will take the criticism to heart. But if I know if it's someone that doesn't know,
right, Right.
what
And-
they're
and, well,
talking about.
Like with me is I'll only ever offer criticism or advice if it's something I've been through.
Yeah.
Whether you want to hear it or not, I'm gonna offer it because I've been there, done that. And
Yeah,
I
you
know
know,
that
you have-
you know, like
sometimes feels
the
really
other
unfair.
the other shithead. What's wrong with you? Why can't you fucking DJ and play this? And we literally looked at this person and said, "You want to come do it?
Yeah.
You think this is easy? Come do
Yeah.
it."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But anyway,
And then she's like, "Fuck that," and walked away. We're like, "Because you can't do it, dumbass."
ladies and gentlemen, that is our hour, and on that sage advice about healthy relationships, we'll let you go until the next couple of weeks. We're going to record that next couple of weeks episode in just a couple of minutes, but we'll see you in about 2
In
weeks.
which case, we plan on being way unhealthy until your next episode. Just
We're
in
not
real
going
time.
anywhere. We're actually just gonna end up at a fucking buffet.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
Because
mainlining stuffing.
you know,
I am eating stuffing.
I am
like-
the black sheep squirrel of my family.
This episode is coming out in the first week of December, by the way.
Well, that's why I'm saying
Yeah.
we're not going anywhere for Thanksgiving. We're gonna go to a fucking buffet.
Yeah.
To where I don't have to
Yeah.
cook. I mean,
Same thing with Christmas. We're probably
Well,
just going to end up
and-
going to a
and
buffet or
since
something.
it's December, all I want for Christmas is you is a shitty song. I'll leave you with that.
I was gonna say something about
It's a
that song.
shitty fucking song.
Oh God, I was gonna say something. I knew it. It was in my head. And now it's gone.
You figured out the duck's name and you forgot it already?
No, not the dog.
Last Christmas is kind of good.
Last Christmas.
I gave you my heart.
Oh, you mean you don't like all I want for Christmas?
Hey, thanks for listening to the Squirrel Tangent. This is Greg, your Squirrel Wrangler. If you enjoyed what you heard, please tell a friend and help spread the joy. Your friends can find us pretty much any place you want to listen to podcasts. Don't forget to check us out on our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/thesquirreltangent. And if you really like what you heard, please become a supporter on our Patreon page. That's located at www.patreon.com/thesquirreltangent, where our top tier supporters get access to bonus stuff and all our supporters get a shout out in an episode. The episode you just heard is produced by Brandy, Josh, and yours truly, Greg, edited by Greg, and posted for your enjoyment. Aloha.